Hey man, hey, y'all know what time it is. It's late. Y'all can hear the laundry going in the background. We going over all the tips, baby. We're going over all the tips. We're going over all the latest information. Okay, this video, when NBA 2K25 comes out, you're gonna want to come back to this video, and I'm gonna tell you why. The reason why you're gonna want to come back is because everything that happened at Community Day has changed. All of the builds that was made at Community Day have changed. So if you trying to make a build based off of what you saw at Community Day, you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna want to come to my channel and watch me live stream because I'm gonna show you how to make a build that you're gonna be able to have fun with based on how you want to play. We're not doing no meta over here. So if you're a meta, if you one of those people that only care about win percentage, hey, GG's, but there's plenty of other creators out there that can help you with that. I'm the creator that's gonna help you make a build that you're gonna be satisfied with, your day one build. How am I gonna do that? I'm gonna tell you how I'm gonna do it. We're gonna make builds based off that are gonna be fun and usable throughout the entire year. My 2K23, I mean not 223, my 2K24, my first build in 2K24, it was usable all year. I didn't use it because I ended up making a build that had more three-pointer, but I was shooting 47% in season one with a 76 three ball and an 88 mid-range. So I'm somebody, I play the game every year. I know what I'm talking about. I got all the hacks for you in this video. Don't worry about it, okay? So first of all, we already went over one of the hacks if you was paying attention. Do not use any Community Day builds. That's hack number one. Hack number two, and we're going to look at the news here in a second on Twitter. That's why we already got it pulled up, man. We're going through all of it. Okay? This is something that you may not be aware of. Let's see if his name will pop up. We'll just open up a new tab. We'll go to Twitter. All right. We're going to find him. His name is Zach Timmerman on NBA 2K. Okay, he is a 2K developer. If you don't know about Zach Timmerman, he is the guy that is in charge of a lot of the badge stuff and gameplay stuff in terms of the My Players type of thing, along with another dev named Wolf. Wolf was actually somebody who played in the NBA 2K League. He was a lockdown. He transitioned from the 2K League over to being a developer for the game and helping to balance the bills and stuff like that. And who better to have representing us from a gameplay standpoint than a guy who played competitively and he played lockdown. It's a dream come true. It don't mean the game going to be perfect, but we got a foot in the door in terms of the game being better. So you need to follow Zach Timmerman. That's another hack, okay? Follow him, turn on notice. You can turn him on at the beginning. I mean, I'm not going to have on notice for him all year because I don't think he'd be talking about 2K like that the entire time. But he is the one that dropped, if you look early this morning, and we're going to get into it here in a second. But that was the 26th. So he said, today's the 28th. He dropped a tweet early this morning, okay? He said, you will be seeing some vids, comments today about 5.9 PGs being super powerful in the builder. The community build had older tuning and the 5.9s have been pulled back a bit. Still very good. Keep that in mind if you're currently dreaming of being the second coming of 17 Isaiah Thomas. That said, 5.9s on paper are very powerful. However, it really takes elite stick skills, intelligent shot taking, and a willingness to sacrifice in a lot of areas of the game to be a good build for you. So 5.9s, those smaller builds, they're going to be usable. But if you make your build based off of the stuff that we saw in the video today, you're going to be in trouble, and I'm going to tell you why. First of all, a little known fact, this is a big secret. This is something that literally people ignore because so many people focus on the meta playstyle that they completely ignored this. I've said this in other videos. I'm saying it again here. You're going to want to know this. One of the most broken badges, I don't know if broken was the word. One of the best badges in all of 2K24 and actually in 2K23 too, but it wasn't, people didn't really use it like that, was the guard up badge. Guard up was a badge that was basically somebody could be right underneath you while you're playing, and if they did not have the right stick held up, it registered as no contest, especially if it was on Hall of Fame. It registered as an open shot. In 2K24, I got a whole tutorial up showing you how to shoot those shots. They removed guard up from the actual game in terms of a badge. But if you look at any of the community day clips of people playing, you can see that the taller players are shooting over the shorter players. So just because they technically took the badge name out the game doesn't mean that mechanic is gone. It's the same thing when they got rid of limitless takeoff for dunkers. It's the same thing. Just because limitless takeoff is out of the game does not mean that the mechanic itself is gone. And my laundry just went off, and man, I want to wake everybody up. I want to wake my wife up. But that's not what it means, right? So now that we're aware of that, right, I think the next thing to be in tune with is understanding that this is going to be a game, especially with these go-to shots and stuff. The last night's stream, we showed it. People were literally taking shots, their go-to shots, which have a bigger green window, right? They're taking their go-to shots, and there's not that much space between them and the defender on Hall of Fame difficulty. So these are things that you want to be aware of because it's important. It's important to know what you're getting yourself into when you're making your build, right? This is important. I'm going to tell you why. So, and somebody else said this on Twitter earlier today, but I'm telling you, this is straight from me. The fact that people go to community day and the builder is not finished tells me that community day is really not worth what people are saying it's for. For the most part, you get a chance to test out the gameplay mechanics, but the build stuff, they haven't had that right in the last couple of years. Like for instance, you can make a 5-9 build with a high-ass perimeter defense, right? The problem with making a 5-9 build with high perimeter defense is this. I'm going to show you right down here. Let's zoom in. Is it going to let me zoom in? It ain't going to let me zoom in. All right, fuck it. I could do it on the Mac, but I can't do it here. The problem with 5-9 defense is, there we go. This is the one we want right here. Is this, right? Look at Pick Dodger, bronze. You need a 73 perimeter, right? And you need a 71 strength. You're not going to be able to get that on a 5-9. When the pick comes, you getting blasted. Let's see what else. On ball minutes. Even if you can get a 94 perimeter, you're not going to have the badge. So I'm going to tell you the reason why this is something. Pay attention. Do not waste your money on your first build. You're going to end up hating 2K this year. The reason why you don't want to go that low is because you want every year, no matter what anybody's saying, you want this badge on at least bronze. If you can get it on silver, even better. But if you can't get it on silver because 2K has got shit capped to the point where you want to get some of the cool animations and shit like that, you can't get this badge on bronze every year. It's non-negotiable. You got to have a minimum of a 70 strength to be able to use this badge. Why do you want this badge? Because, number one, there's a couple things that are gone out of the game. Fast feet is gone. Okay? Fast feet has basically been rolled up into your agility. But for your cutoffs, right, there's the speed of your cutoff, and then there's the ability for someone to not be able to just bow you in your chest and knock you out the way. We all remember Bully. We all remember Clamp Breaker. Clamp Breaker and Bully, I'm going to show you where Clamp Breaker and Bully is. Clamp Breaker and Bully is, let's go to his thread here. Where did he, okay. Here we go. Is it ankles? Nope, it's not that. It's not outside scoring. It's one of those miscellaneous badges. Or is it? Here we go, playmaking right here. You see this up at the top? Strong handle. That is Clamp Breaker. That is Bully. They rename things in order to try to keep the game fresh, but the reality is this is the same badge, right? So for me, for instance, right? Look at this. I don't know why 2K has preferably done this to a point where they make it to where like they want everybody to slow down. But look at this. Look at the requirements for this. You only need a 73 ball handle and a 73 strength to get gold strong handle. They're encouraging taller builds to not worry about the quote unquote speed boosting and to focus on being physical with people once you beat them. If you do not have a on ball menace on your build, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be hard, man, because especially with me, I make a build where I can go downhill, shoot mid ranges, and get to the three. If you're guarding me and I know you don't have an on ball menace on your build, as soon as I can get some I'm not gonna play with you. It's not combo up time. I know you got your steal up to a 91 or a 99 or whatever the hell you can max it out at 5'9". I'm not playing with you. You're getting one hesitation move. As soon as you get that one hesitation move based off of what you do, if you move to the right, I'm crossing your ass, getting back to the left quick. You don't have ankle braces. Ankle braces ain't even in the game. So if you don't have on-ball minutes, it's a lot of stuff you're going to be cooked on. A lot. And you don't want that. I'm trying to tell you. You're going to feel like you wasted your money. Now, I'm going to tell you the only way that this is going to be useful for you, these 5'9 builds, or even builds with legend badges. We got to get that out the way too early in this video. Legend badges. The only reason why you want to target legend badges is if you have a consistent group of people that you play with and y'all are comp. Outside of that, do not make builds for legend badges. You're going to waste your money. You're going to be out there and you're going to be able to do something really, really great, and all the other shit you're going to really, really suck at. And it's going to make the game not fun for you. So don't do that to yourself. Do not handicap yourself with your first build. Pay attention to these things, right? Because you want to, at the end of the day, it's a game. You want to have fun. For instance, right, 2K24, season 1, me and the other two people that I played with consistently, we had an 85 win percentage or something crazy like that the entire season. Then they reset the thing and then we lost it, but we had that for the beginning of the season. This is the reason why I have repeatedly said to people when playing 2K, your win percentage does not matter. It only matters if you're below 500, really, in reality. It really only matters if you're below 500. You either are really not good at the game or you keep playing with random people that are really terrible. But win percentage in actuality does not matter. It's 2024. We going into 2K25. You shouldn't be playing 2K for win percentage at this point. If you're not trying to make money off the game, if you're not trying to be a content, and even for content creators, the biggest content creators that have blown up in the community were not win percentage people. They just weren't. Cash Nasty, Duke Dennis, Soluminati, all of these people. That shit sound good to be like, oh, I'm this and look at my win percentage. That shit sound good. But the reality is, the reason why I can say those names and the reason why they still evoke an emotional response in you right now watching this video is because those people brought entertainment to the game. None of those guys in their heyday are beating any 2K League pros. I'm just telling you like it is. You want to know why? Or ex-2K League pros, because the league is over. You want to know why? Because the 2K League pros have a different mindset when it comes to playing 2K. They don't play it like the regular person. They looking for every advantage, every meta, every this, every that. They practice this game. They sit here and play for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours on end. And they study this shit like they're going to take a test for a PhD or some shit. That's how they play the game. That's how it's always been. These people that consider themselves comp, that really put that time in, the best of the best, especially the 2K League type of guys, they were perfect in their execution and stuff. Very rarely, they're not the type of people, they play so much, they're not the type of people that are just going to come out and just, if they're serious, they're not coming out losing to nobody. They just pick up the game a couple hours a week. They're going to destroy you. But that's okay, because that's how they like to have fun. Over here, we like to have fun by making builds that do the things that we want them to do. You can still win games. You can still win games. You can still have a high win percentage. But the reality is when you play this game and you are only focused on win percentage, you are going to be bored by December. And when you're looking at these badges, right? First of all, your very first build, you need to only go for minimums on things when you're in the building. When you're first trying to make your build, go for minimums. Do not go into the builder and trying to get the most this or most that, because you don't know how the game plays yet. So for instance, with me, I already got a little notepad because I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I took the first 3 weeks off of work. I'm not the only one, okay? It ain't just me. I took the first 3 weeks off of work in September to play this game because this is what I enjoy. I like playing 2K. Well, technically, I like playing basketball video games. If another NBA video game came out and it was great, trust me, I would be playing it. But I like basketball video games. This is the only product that's out there. This is the only basketball fix I can get. I don't be outside playing basketball no more. I'm tired of niggas following me. I'm done with that. I ain't trying to get injured no more. I gotta work and shit like that. I got a family to take care of. Ain't nobody got time to be out there with these niggas doing all that. And plus, on top of that, it's a whole thing. But back to this, right? In terms of making your build. Use minimums first. So for instance, I've already figured out for me personally what my minimum perimeter defense is. My minimum perimeter defense is 74. And I'm going to take you down here to this so you can see why 74. On ball menace, I will have this badge on bronze. Do not neglect this badge. If you do not have people that you play with every single day, if you are not a if you are not a pro-am player, if you are not a stage player, do not neglect this badge. Why? Because there's a lot of things, and another badge you shouldn't neglect either is Challenger. You know, you only need a 71 perimeter for Challenger, but for this one down here, you need a 74. The reason why you don't want to neglect it is because somebody like me, right? If I see you out there with these dumbass builds, because first of all, I'm only going to be in the park and the rec anyway. So if you're watching this video, you are a park or rec player. That's why I like to play. I don't want to go into Pro-Am and sweat my fucking balls off. I do not want to go into stage and sweat my balls off. Because for me, when I'm playing 2K, it's not just about did I win. It's about how I win. What kind of SIGs can I use? Can I try something new? Can I try something different? That's the reason why if you watch this channel and you watch me, I'm going to play the game year round. You want to know why? Because I keep the game fresh for me. When you go into the stage and you use 3 dribble moves all year round, by the time you get to December, you should be bored. You've been using the same Jamal Murray behind the back, the same LeBron James hot back, the same this, the same that. You're going to be bored. There's no variation in the game. What makes the game fun and exciting for me or for people that's going to enjoy this channel is all of the variation, trying new things, trying something different, trying to master something. You know? So for me, if I see you out here with a 5'9", I know you don't have enough strength. Even if you have a 94 perimeter, I know you don't have enough strength. I'm going to have gold strong handle. I'm not going to have gold strong handle because I want gold strong handle. I'm going to have gold strong handle by default. I will never make a build with a 73 ball handle. That's another thing as well too. This channel is focused to help guards, particularly more shooting guards than point guards, but this channel's to help guards. I will never play with a 73 ball handle. I got to have a minimum 85, and this year is actually going to be 86. I'm probably going to be 86 for my ball handle this year. Then my strength, 73. Now I'm going to tell you this, right? The reason why my strength is going to be a minimum of 75, right, is because it is. So you get gold strong handle at 73, right? If we look up here, a badge I never play 2K without, ever. Because this is how I like to play. I never play 2K without this badge right here, physical finisher. And I wish I could zoom in more so you guys could see it a little better. But you can look at this on Zach Timmerman's page. This badge right here, physical finisher. You want to know why? Because in 2K, in every 2K, since they stopped calling fouls properly, the last time they called fouls properly in 2K, when you went to the basket, probably 2K15. They tried to bring it back in 2K24 with whistle, but everybody started crying because there's a lot of people that play the game that are undisciplined. They just jump. And with 2K don't know how to stand on their own 2 feet and be like, hey, you mistimed your jump, so that's a foul. They don't know how to do that. So what they end up doing instead, they end up catering to people that do not understand the basics of basketball. This is a video game. I'm going to say this 1,000 times. Do not come on my channel with the bullshit. I will block you. This is a video game, okay? This is a video game with elements sprinkled in of basketball. That's what it is. It's not real life. Does it look cool when people make those things and all that kind of stuff that make it look like real life? Hell yeah, that shit look cool. But this is not real life. It is a video game with elements sprinkled in basketball. And a lot of people they literally get their fucking draws in a bunch when you tell them, hey, it's basketball elements in there. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't win no games. You don't this, you don't that. I ain't trying to hear that. You got an orange ball and it goes in the hoop. It's not realistic 1-to-1, but it has elements of it. And so for instance, when you play 2K, especially in 2K24, it's going to be different in 25, but in 2K24, when 2K24 was green or miss, if you time your jump shot correctly, you made it. If you mistime your jump shot, you missed it. Now, there's a divide here in the community because if I got to time my jump shot properly, why don't I have to time my block attempt properly? I get penalized if I mistime my jump shot, right? So why do I not have to time my block properly? Why do I get to literally roam the paint back and forth, not guard my man? When a guard comes to the paint, I mistime my jump and I still get the block. What the hell is going on? It don't make sense. So to combat some of that bullshit, you have to have a badge like physical finisher, which is basically relentless finisher from all the years past. I'm going to have a minimum of a 90 layup. I will not have it. And even with cap breakers, we're going to get into cap breakers in a little bit, but pay attention to this. Minimum of a 90 driving layup, 75 on the strength. Got to have it. Non-negotiable. Non-negotiable. Because I already know what time it is when you beat somebody, especially somebody. You got to remember, when you play in this game, people like to spam steal. Some people like to just play you for the steal. So if someone's playing me for the steal, there's no way in hell I'm not just going to go around them. You got to be close to me to be able to steal the ball. If I create space and you guess wrong, I'm just going to the basket or I'm going to pull up for the mid-range. I'm not going to sit here and, we got to get the 3. No, I'm going to score the quick bucket if that's what you're going to give me. And then because every time I score a quick bucket, guess what? Takeover's going up. So then now when you get tired of me going to the basket, eventually the minute you give me a little bit of space, I'm going to shoot the 3. That's how I like to play. You don't have to play that way. That's how I like to play. I don't like the bullshit and mess around. I'm not sitting up here 300 and all this other kind of stuff. If that's how you like to play, that's cool. With me, I ain't got time. Come over here with all the dumb shit if you want to. Right to the rim. So physical finish is a big part of that because when you got these paint sitters and stuff like that, and I'm going to have pass on my build too. I be joking about not passing the ball, even though I don't be passing the ball like that. But I'm gonna put enough pass accuracy on my build to be able to pass the ball, especially when people collapse. Because with me, I'm the type of player, if you misplay me, I'm going to the basket. It's not even a second thought. I'm going to the basket. Good luck trying to stop goal physical finisher. So you need that when you get knocked out of layup animations, right? 75 minimum. I wrote this down. If you're in here, write it down on a note sheet. Look at the badges that you want now. and write it down. I'm gonna tell you how you know what badges you want. Your first build, you want to make your first build based off of a player that you like to watch play. That's your first one. If you got dudes, if you got people, friends, whatever it is that you can play with, you want to make your build based off of the position of a player that you need to be able to play with them. So for instance, what do I mean by that? If I am someone who doesn't have anybody to play with, my first build, I'm gonna make the build that I want to make that is kind of like my favorite player. So if I like Kobe, I'm gonna make Kobe. If I like Allen Iverson, I'm gonna make Allen Iverson. If I like T-Mac, I'm gonna make T-Mac. But if I have a group of friends that I'm playing with, and we already know I play small forward best, he plays shooting guard best, he plays point guard best, he plays power forward best, he plays center best. When I make my build, my first build, for instance, if I play small forward best, I'm gonna make my favorite small forward. Who is your favorite small forward? Is it Melo? Is it Bron? Is it KD? Okay, I think KD at power forward now or something like that. This shit wild, ain't it? But I'm gonna make my build based off of that. That's how I'm gonna do it. That's how you're gonna have fun at the game. We focused on fun and winning over here. You can have both. You can have both. You might not beat all the meta sweaty comp players, but you can have fun and win games. It take a little bit of practice, and I'll show y'all how to get into that too when the game drop. The park news is dropping tomorrow, so that's gonna be hella fun to watch, or at least I hope it is, because I'm really disappointed in 2K and how they only drop park news at the very end, 5 days before the freaking game come out, and oh, now we dropping the park news. Why is it? This is the stupidest strategy ever. It's stupid. And also, too, they should have dropped park news on Monday. You want to know why? Because Tuesday, the embargo lifted. So if you drop the park news on Monday, guess what happens Tuesday? If you let people show quote-unquote park gameplay, because you let them play the My Team shit. If you let people show park gameplay, then all of the creators that went to Community Day, they get crazy boost in views, which is good if you give a fuck or if you understand how YouTube works. Playing 2K, if you watching this and you want to be a content creator, playing 2K is not how you become a content creator. Playing 2K and understanding content creation is how you become a content creator for 2K. Why y'all think it took me so many goddamn years to do it? Look at my freaking thumbnail. Look at my title. It took me a while to be able to figure this shit out, but we figuring it out one piece at a time. I still ain't even there yet. I'm just starting, but by the time the year is over with, I will be monetized based off of all of the effort that I'm putting in. So, once again, put your minimums down. Do it now. Don't wait till the game come out and then be stuck in the builder for 6 hours, and then at hour number 6, everybody else, hey man, you want to come out here? Yo, I just want to test the park out. Then you go and test the damn park out, and you got a fugazi build, and then you feel like shit. So put your minimums down now of the things you want to make. You already know what height you want to make your build. You already know. Me personally, I would not go that minimum wingspan shit, and I wouldn't necessarily max my wingspan out either. I usually leave my wingspan default because I feel like 2K kind of rewards you a little bit from a build standpoint in terms of the points that you get. That's how I honestly feel. But I could be wrong about that. But I'm telling you, in every 2K's worked for me. My day one build in 2K24 is still good right now. I can still use it. I can get around. I'm fast. I got enough strength. I got enough speed. I can still shoot threes. I just, somewhere in the middle of the year, I was like, I want to try Kobe jump shot. Because I've been shooting Kobe's jump shot for years. And then once I did that, I had to change my whole philosophy on making my build. But my build was great from the beginning. I had all the badges I wanted to. Gold, triple threat, and all that shit. So I was stunning people with juke moves and shit like this. How I like to play. You know, stunning people with a gold ankle breaker. That's how I like to play. So keep that in mind from the gate. The perimeter defense and the strength is non-negotiable. You do not want to be out here without pick dodge. I'm going to tell you why. When 2K first comes out this year, guys, and this here is probably the most important tip. If you don't remember nothing else from this video, this is the most important tip that you're going to hear from anybody playing 2K. This is a tip from somebody that's been playing 2K for years. I played all of fucking my careers. At the beginning of every 2K, niggas that have never been good at 2K, niggas that need the meta, niggas that gotta wait for somebody to drop a dribble tutorial. Those guys. See, I don't have to wait on those things because I don't play the game based off of meta playstyle. I find things that I like, things that work for me, this or that, or whatever it is. I may pick up something here or there, but I don't need it. Because I'm a scorer, I'm a shot creator. I don't need these things to be successful at the game, right? And also, too, I understand how to create space in the game. But at the beginning of every 2K, those guys, those meta guys, those comp guys, those guys that like to send messages at the end of games when they win off of doing some cheesy shit, those guys, they are going to be calling for screens. You want to know why they're going to be calling for screens? Because they're not good. And they've never been able to be good. They don't understand the fundamentals of certain things and how to set things up until someone else comes out with a glitchy dribble tutorial and they can do this 1,000 times during the shot clock and then be done. So because they're going to be calling for screens, you're going to need pick dodger. You're not going to be able to survive without pick dodger. You're going to need it. If you make a 5'9" and you don't have pick dodger, GG's. Y'all believe this shit if y'all want to. GG's. You're going to be up a creek without a paddle. There's going to be $100 down the drain. Don't do that to yourself. Start the game off with the minimum 74 perimeter defense and the minimum 70 strength. Start the game off like that. Actually, you need a higher than that. You need this too, because this is a badge, right, that a lot of people don't acknowledge. But this is a badge that's very important too. And look, it's a perimeter badge. Look at that. You want to know why it's a perimeter badge? Even though it says immovable enforcer, part of you would think, hey, immovable enforcer probably means that I'm going to be stopping somebody in the post. No. What this means is when someone is trying to dribble into you, you can get bumpy. They can't just use gold, what's the name, and just push you out the way. You can get bumpy. Usually you only need this on bronze. You need a 71 strength for this, a 62 perimeter defense. That's what you need. Don't be out here without this. You're going to be sorry. You're going to be sorry. And the thing about this is, if you have one of those little quote-unquote small ISO builds, you're not even going to have the what's the name for this. I'm taking you to the basket every time. Even if what's the name wasn't in the game. Even if strong handle wasn't in the game, I'm still taking to the basket. I don't give a damn. I'm taking to the basket in the older 2Ks before they put it in there. 2K22, I'm still going to the basket on your dumb ass. Because I know you can't, there's nothing you can do. You already decided how I'm going to attack you offensively when you make your fucking build. If you're big, I'm going to use my speed and quickness to make you move them puppies laterally. You start moving them feet laterally, and guess what's going to happen? I'm dance, out of there. dance. Get your ass out of here. If you're small, guess what? I ain't going to play with you. I know your only defense is try to get up underneath me. So guess what? I'm going to hit you with a move, get some space. As soon as I get some space, I'm shooting it. You want to know why? Because I usually have that eye on gold. I'm not playing. Oh, my 5'9" can do... I ain't trying to hear all that. I don't care. I don't care what your 5'9" can do. You have to attack me based off of how I make my build. I have to attack you the way based off how you make your build. And may the best man win. So keep that in mind, right? This is a badge that I'm interested in. Paint Patroller. Now you need a 60 interior and a 74 block. This is confusing because the only badge that I was thinking about getting defensively for blocks was High Flying Denier at a 68 block. We ain't got to worry about the vertical because we always go above a 60 vertical every year anyway. Because we like dunks over here. At least dunks that's cool enough to where I'm on a fast break, I can at least feel a little bit good about myself. Damn. But High flying denier, 68 block, right? To get this badge here, paint patroller, you need a 74 block. So my question is this: will my default 6'6" build with a 6'10" wingspan, will I be able to get a 74 block? Because if I can, I'm gonna get it. You wanna know why? Because this paint patroller enhances this high flying denier. You got to think about that. Another badge that I really want as well too, rebound chaser. Look, we're not gonna know till the game come out what we can get away with, but rebound chaser on a guard, man, I'm telling you, it's literally, it changes possessions. It changes the complexity of possessions. Maybe not in the rec, but in the park, oh my God. Just being able to box out and get to that motherfucker in the right time changes stuff. So that's an important badge. And as you notice here, too, I'm going over defense first. Right? I know we talked about physical handles or strong handle and physical finisher, but I'm going over defense first. There's a reason why. Because you don't want to be out here with trash attributes on defense or your physicals. You want to be fast if you're making a guard. You don't want to be stupid fast. You want to be fast enough to be able to still put points in other places that you really need them. Another badge that I really want to get, post lockdown. It's been years since I had post lockdown. You want to know why I like post lockdown? Because there's a lot of guys that play this game that, especially in 2K23, oh my God, it was the most disgusting 2K24 was worse. But in 2K23, it was literally one of the most disgusting games for people that like to back down. You want to know why? Because everybody made 6'9s and everybody wanted to back down. Niggas was so trash. Well, I'm stronger than you. I'm going to just back you down. But for me, in 2K23, I had post lockdown. So because I had post lockdown, guess what? People that was 6'9 would try to back me down and try to lay the ball up or try to dunk the ball on me, and they couldn't do it because I had post lockdown. Now, I'm not saying to prioritize post lockdown. What I am saying is that after you get everything else that's important, you should basically come up with a list, right? Because I'm doing it right now myself. The game, like I said, I'm taking the first 3 weeks off from work. Don't judge me, okay? I'm taking the time off. I'm playing the game. But you basically want to see what you can get away with first. That's the first thing you want to do. You don't want to be in here trying to put interior up in your guard. You get the stuff that you need first in order to be a good guard, and then get the other stuff. Once again, we're working with minimums. If we're talking about off-ball pests, we never really worried about off-ball pests. It's a cool badge and all that other kind of shit, but that shit don't be working like it's supposed to. If they fixed it this year, that's cool. I'm going to have it on silver just off the fact that I'm going to have a 74 perimeter. So that don't really matter to me. If we go into, once again, we did post lockdown, paint patroller, and even for paint patroller, oh shit, we need a 60 interior for paint patroller. Fuck. See, that's what I'm saying. Gotta wait till the game come out, because paint patroller might be out of the question, Like, I mean, it'd be cool to have and all, but I mean, fuck it. And I don't think 2K gonna let us get all these badge points like that to be able to get all of this shit or bronze and still have decent stuff in other places. They ain't gonna let us do this shit. Now, I could be wrong, but we're gonna have to figure that shit out the day of. Interceptor. This is one of the badges I'm really happy about. And the reason why is because one of my natural talents in playing 2K is getting interception steals. I'm very good at it. Very good. Being able to read, and part of the reason why I'm so good at it is because so many people that play 2K are not good at off-ball movement on offense. They're just not good. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. They don't know when to do it. They don't know when to stay still. They don't know when to take off. They don't know how to use juke moves. And juke moves, actually, off-ball juke moves have been asked in 2K for years now, which sucks. Because back in the day, especially like 2K15. Oh my God, you could just hit the stick and just dance on people, and really get open. And now it's just not like that, and it sucks. But off ball pest, I'll have that based off of being 68 perimeter defense, and then my interceptor 73. Right, I'm 100% going for silver interceptor. Last year, I tried to have that bitch on bronze, and it sucked. It sucked. It was terrible. But if I can get away, so the thing with interceptor is too, right? Unless they make the game to a point where you're bobbling the ball with silver interceptor, if you have that bitch on, I would say, because what you need this year for on ball minutes, you need a 91 to get on ball minutes on what's in them. I mean, honestly, this 2K giving me is giving me 2K 22 vibes in terms of the builder. That's how it's starting to feel to me. Because I'm telling you right now, if I can get away with an 85 steal and an 85 on ball minutes, I'm gonna do it. Fuck them rebounds. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be clamping up, chase down, blocking shots, getting steals. I ain't gonna be able to rebound shit, but I'm gonna be able to do that. I'm gonna still be able to dunk. I'm gonna still be able to shoot, handle the rock. If I can do it, I'm gonna do it. I don't give a goddamn. And you need to just be very sure. Like I said, start off with minimums first. Make sure that you get your animations. The first animation you need to get is your jump shot animation. I don't care what nobody tell you. Jump shots first. Why? Because the jump shot is the core foundation of how you're going to play the game. For all these people that make these inside bigs with no jump shot, you're trash. I'm sorry. You're not good at the game. Let me tell you why. Because when you can't back down, or you play against someone that has just as much strength as you, and you become a liability on the court, you're making the gameplay experience bad for everybody else. If you want to make an inside big and play with your boys, and it's just y'all, that's cool. If you make an inside big and you come out there and play with random people, you're the problem. I'm just being honest with you. You are the problem. So go to my career with that shit. Do not come online with no bill that can't shoot, talking about stepping on a random dot, and then you mad when the niggas ain't throwing you the ball every time, and you can't score. Every time you touch it, back down, back down, back down, get stopped, throw it back out, back down, back down, back down, get stopped, throw it back out. Don't nobody want to play with you doing that shit. Get a jump hook, get a post fadeaway, learn something. I don't want to hear it. If you got $100 to invest in some shit that you don't want to learn, stop playing it. I mean, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. So, like I said, if you make those 5'9" builds, I think you're going to be in trouble. Now, Koza was saying that 6'5" is looking like the sweet spot for him. That's what Koza was saying. Now, me, I don't take nobody else's word for what it is, because I know I like to be 6'6". And the only reason why I like to be 6'6" is because I have learned over the years in 2K, anytime you go below 6'5", defensively, if you play, like, so for instance, right, if you're 6'4", and you play against somebody that's 6'6", that really knows how to play the game, you have no chance. Zero. If they're just as good as you, you have no chance. If they're better than you, you might as well just quit the game. You have no chance. You're going to get cooked. Your player is so tiny, and the space that it takes up, even if you have the quickness, you're not going to be able to combat what they're bringing just based off of those 2 inches of height. I'm trying to tell you, it's how 2K has been forever. And I had to learn that hard lesson back in 2K17. 2K17, my first build was 6'4". When I tell you he was a demon, snatching ankles and crossovers and contact dunks and locking up on defense. And then I played a nigga that was 6'6", that was just as good as me. And guess what he did? There was nothing I could do. And even when I stopped him, he was able to just be able to get one little extra step to be able to contact dunk me. So I'm telling you right now, that's the reason why you haven't seen a lot of those small builds like that. Just be careful, man. listening to YouTubers talking about making a small build and this and that, what it is. Spend your money on a build that you're gonna be able to have fun with. All right. So we done all the defense stuff. Let's move on to the playmaking. Glove. Now, see, glove for me, I don't ever worry about glove. And I'm gonna tell you why. With glove, right? That's a cool badge. But look at this. From bronze to silver is 67 to 79. They told niggas this year, oh, you want to steal a ball? You don't have to go all the way to 91 to get gold glove this year. That's insane. So what is interceptor on gold? On Hall of Fame, at least. 94. God damn. Man, that's too much. Who the hell need to steal the ball that much? Even a dedicated lockdown. Look, bro, I'm going to tell you like this. If you can't get a steal, if you need legend interceptor, you're not good. If you need anything above gold glove, you're not good. You do not need that shit that high. You can put them points somewhere else and still have fun with the game and still be a great lockdown. You do not need this bitch on 96. You don't, unless you're playing with your boys and y'all going into comp environments. If you're going out to the regular park doing this, how are you going to have fun and you can't shoot the ball? You can't do nothing else. That shit ain't fun. So we're going to rebound chase. So like I said, once again, if I can get to 60, I will. But it depends because, once again, if I can get an 85 perimeter and an 85 steal and still be able to get all of the contact dunks I want to get and the layup animations and the physicals and the playmaking, oh my God. Fuck rebounds. I don't give a fuck about no rebound. You know what my rebound gonna be? Stealing the goddamn ball and taking off like Sonic the Hedgehog. So box out beast is never a badge that we worry about or whatever it is because I'm going 6'6" or 6'5" anyway. I may go 6'5". We'll see. I gotta see the whole point spread and all that other kind of shit or whatever it is. But for me, I don't really give, like, I'll go 6'5" as long as it's more beneficial being it has to be a drastic difference. If it's not, I'm going 6'6". I'll tell you that right now. I'm going 6'6". All the 6'6" ain't the way they were supposed to be last year, whatever it is. First of all, 6'6" in 2K24 are not as good as 6'6" in 2K23. That's number one. And then in 2K23's 6'6" are definitely not as good as 2K22's. Because I had a fire ass build in 2K22. Fire. Could do everything. Contact dunks, shoot threes, middies, pull-ups, post-ups, everything. So be aware of that. We're not really worried about slippery off ball. We may just end up getting this by accident. Because first of all, as a guard, I'm not going below 85 speed. That's first and foremost. So that's already locked in. My minimum is going to be 85 speed. And then in terms of agility, 77 for gold slippery off ball. That sounds about right for me, for my first build. Now, the funny thing is with on ball menace, you need a 70. So to get silver, you need a 76. So 77 is going to be the minimum of the sweet spot for me in terms of agility. That's how I'm starting off. Now, if I need higher agility, that's cool. But how I'm starting off, we're going 77 for sure. Pogo stick, we're not worried about that badge. It's not a badge for guards. Neither is brick wall. We don't care about that. Even though, based off of strength, I'll have it on at least bronze. Versatile visionary, we ain't worried about that shit neither. The reason why we're not worried about versatile visionary is because if we can get it at the end, we'll get it at the end. 2K makes this game to a point where I'm gonna put it like this. If you cross a certain threshold on defense, not even defense, I feel like pass accuracy is too expensive for guards. Cause me personally, I want an 80 pass accuracy. But by the time I get my animations, by the time I get everything else that I want to get, right, I ain't got no points for versatile visionary. I can't get to 80 pass. So I'm probably gonna start this year with a 71 pass to get silver dimer. It's probably how I'm going to start it. Unpluckable, we're not worried about. Why? Because unpluckable, I'm not going this high on my ball handle unless I'm a PG. 92 is way too high. I don't need that. So it's going to be on silver, and that'll be fine. But the way I dribble, silver has always been enough for me. It doesn't matter. I'm not playing with the ball. Soon as if I know you got high steal, guess what? You're getting one move, and I'm about to do my shit. You're getting one move. Strong handle. Once again, we already went over that. I'm gonna have that on gold just by default. Let's get to our playmaking, right? Lightning launch. Now this is where I'm trying to still put together what I want to do. To get it on gold, you got to be at 86. Now this is the question. Lightning launch, and whether or not I'm going to be able to have lightning launch to a certain level, is going to depend solely based on what the dribble styles are. For my 6'6", and right, and that's another thing too I was thinking about from 6'5" to 6'6". For 6'5", right, if 6'5", if the badges are not drastic, or the points are not drastic in terms of me and make my 6'5", right? If the points are not drastic, and the dribble styles are not drastic, then I'm going 6'6". I'm going 6'6". That's all I'm saying. So I don't understand. So the 86 speed with ball, right? That's cool and all, but the dribble styles have to justify it. If you make a guard build, and you get an 86 speed with ball, and there are not dribble styles to be able to justify that 86 speed with ball just because you want lightning launch on gold, it's a bad idea. You might as well just wait for that perk in the season that you unlock to be able to get the shit on silver, and then use the perk to put lightning launch to gold. But coming out trying to get the 86 or even a 91 for the Hall of Fame, we got to see how the game is going to come out. But I'm telling you right now, there's a reason why they want you to have an 86 speed with ball, which is probably going to be fucking expensive, right? And then you really, to get strong handle, you only need a 73 ball handle and a 73 strength. They don't want people moving super fast. These numbers right here tell me that, especially when you're a bigger guard and you can put strength in your build, 2K does not want you moving super fast. They want you to use silver lightning launch. They want to create the balance within the game, even though that's not what creates balance or whatever. Because guards that have a certain amount of playmaking should be able to get lightning launch on gold, which don't make no sense to me. It should be lightning launch. Silver lightning launch should be 70 speed with ball. Gold lightning launch should be 80. Hall of Fame should be 90. Legend should be 99. I don't know why this is like this. Why fucking 75? It's so stupid. Bronze should be 60. Or 68 or whatever you want to call it. Handles for days. Another badge we are not worried about. Why? Because if there's no dribble moves up here to justify this, there's no way we're investing 90 into the ball handle. That's dumb. If you're an ISO PG and that's how you like to play, a comp stage or whatever the fuck, whatever it is, then you do that. For people that are going to be playing a game trying to have fun, 90 ball handle is dumb if there's not the animations to be able to back it up. Especially if you like me and you out here getting buckets. Only doing all that. If I can kill you with animations at the 86 threshold, why would I go to the 90 for some animations that really ain't even that great? Dimer, 71 on the pass act. That's what I was saying before to get silver dimer. That seems to be good enough to me. Break starter, you need a 75 to get on silver, but we don't care about break starter like that. Why? Because we're not point guards, we're shooting guards, right? Bailout. This is one of the badges that, I mean, it don't even work properly because you still see bigs jump passing out of stuff and they still catching the ball. People still catching the ball cleanly. So, bailout is not a badge that I will ever be aiming for. Ankle assassin, also not a badge I would be aiming for. Why? Because we all know that 2K nerfs ankle breakers into the ground. Ever since 2K18, they've nerfed them to the ground. You got to get an 86 to get silver ankle assassin. I don't play to get ankle breakers. But if I can get to this 86 and still have my points to be able to get my layup package, be able to get my dunk package and shit like that, I'm going to do that. So 86 is looking like the sweet spot for my what's in it. Unless there are dribble moves that are higher than this, that look good, this is what I'm rocking with, 86. Shifty shooter. We'll have this by default. My jumper probably going to be a 92. Why is it going to be a 92? For gold Deadeye. I'm not playing. You give me some space if you want to. I'm hitting you with a go-to shot. My limitless range, I don't need this. Not at no 83. If I can spark up, because I'm going to tell you a big secret here. This is something, if you ain't 50 minutes into the video, you're going to miss this. This little thing that everybody tried to figure out on 2K24, it's been like that for years in terms of shooting threes. A 79 3 generally is just as good as higher rated threes if you have a mid-range that allows you to be able to unlock the jump shot you want to unlock. I'm going to tell you why. Because as you start to shoot the ball on 2K and you start to heat up, guess what goes up? Your three-pointer. Three-pointer goes up. So there's no point in going like, oh, I need bronze limitless range or this or that, whatever it is. If you cooking people, they're going to back up eventually. And then you just hit a shot. And if you got gold Deadeye, that shit ain't gonna mean nothing. Limitless range, don't get me wrong, cool and all, whatever it is, but it to me is just not worth the investment unless you're a small build and people are hugging up on you. You can't get to the basket. I'm gonna be getting to the basket. I'm gonna be dunking on niggas. I'm gonna be doing I'm gonna be shooting threes, off the dribble, and all this other kind of shit. So I ain't worried about that. Mini marksman is not a badge I'm gonna be able to get. Set shot specialist. This is another reason why I'm going to a minimum of 92 on my jumper is because set shot specialist, you have to have at least an 89. Set shot specialist is basically catch and shoot. Set shot specialist is Claymore. It's a lot of those badges. So if you don't have this up, right, you're going to be cooked. Gold catch and shoot is a great badge. It was in the past. You're going to need this. Right? You may be able to get away with it on silver. You might be able to get away with it on silver. But if you can get it on gold, when it comes to shooting as a guard, get the bitch on gold. Because guess what? If you are like me and you like to dunk on people or get to the basket and shit like that and make these crazy Ja Morant, Michael Jordan type layups and shit like that, what you're going to need is a jump shot. You want to know why you want a jump shot? Because it makes it easier to get to the basket. When you get niggas get to jumping and shit because they scared for their life, you just go right around them and boom on the center. It makes the game easier. When your ass can't shoot, guess what? You got to wait to get to the rim. So you want them to play you tight because you want them to back up off of you so you can get to your jumper. Then in terms of inside scoring, what the fuck? What is going on? All right, here we go. In terms of inside scoring, Aerial Wizard is never a badge to worry about. 2K basically makes this badge free for everybody. You don't need to worry about the attribute requirements for this. If you get an 80 drive and dunk, which a lot of people do, and a 72 vertical, which you're gonna have basically anyway, if you like drive and dunk, because you got to think about it. When you're picking your driving dunk, based off of whatever animations you want to get. That's how you're picking it. So a lot of that shit don't matter. Float game, we're not worried about this badge either. Pretty sure it's going to be a cool badge. It's going to be a great badge to be able to really do that Devin Booker floater from last year and shit like that. But we're not worried about that. Why? Because we're going to get it just based off the fact that we're trying to get this badge here, which is Layup Mixmaster. Now, if you notice, Slithery is gone. Acrobat is gone. Okay? Because those badges are gone, we need a way to be able to finish at the basket. The reason why Layup Mixmaster is going to be important, you have to remember, if someone knows you like the 3 hunt and they wedge you to the paint and you playing with randoms and somebody is not smart enough to be able to move, so the lockdown in the corner can't just snatch the ball and take off because he's sitting there like a sitting duck. Your teammate's sitting there like a sitting duck, and just letting somebody be able to play the passing lane and run to the paint, even though the court is bigger this year, right? You're going to need layup mixmaster. Why? Because when you get there, you might have to do a hop, step, a euro, this or that, whatever it is. This badge is always good on gold. At least for me, how I like to play. Paint prodigy, we're not worried about that. I don't even know what this is. We're not worried about no damn close shot. You want to know why we're not worried about close shot? Because it don't work like it's supposed to. Really, if you're only shooting hooks and shit like that, that's it. But as this goes up to a 93, this is probably going to be 70-something anyway. So we'll probably have that on bronze, which is fine. We already talked about physical finisher. I would never play 2K without gold physical finisher or gold relentless finisher. I'm trying to tell you, there's nothing more annoying than making a dunking build, being in the air, about to do a showtime dunk, you about to green it, and somebody just knock your damn head off and 2K calls no foul. To avoid all that, just put physical finisher on. Just get physical finisher. Then you don't have to be pissed about the fact that there's no foul being called. It's these little things that are going to separate you and allow you to be able to have more fun with the game. Post fade phenom, we're not worried about that. Why? Because based off our jump shot, I'm not making a post score. So based off my jump shot, I'm gonna get into the post anyway. Especially against a 5'9" or whatever it is. If I gotta pluck them, I'm getting in the post anyway. I'm just shoot a turnaround fadeaway on you because I'm trying to tell you, people gonna make them 5'9s. It's gonna be a lot of shoot over those this year. It's gonna be a lot of that shit. I can bet money. You can come back to the stream and leave it in the goddamn comment section on YouTube. It's gonna be a lot of shoot over those this year for those little guards, especially if you don't have challenger. So just be careful making the shit. Post to powerhouse. We ain't worried about that either. Post up poet. We definitely ain't worried about it. None of this post up shit. Now, posterizer is a badge that we are concerned about. Why? Because are the contact dunk animations, is it still the same bullshit from last year? Where you have to be stupid high. You have to have like a 96 in order to get elite contacts off one, which sucks. Because that's a big investment. 96 to 85. God damn, 2K. All my damn points gone. But that's pretty much everything that I'm saying in terms of that. So be aware. Do not come out here. Like I said, follow Zach Timmerman. He will give you all the updates. The Park News is about to drop in a couple hours. Follow Zach Timmerman. He will have the updates for you. If we come over here, we got some cool shit with the My Court, whatever it is. I think this is going to be good. And it's got the ball machine on this side over here. So if you didn't know that, if you need, there should be no excuses about the fact that you can't get no shots up because the ball machine is literally right here. I saw somebody's video earlier today on it, and they were talking about it. And this is Rich Sosa, whatever it is. And another thing, too, be aware of this for your build. When you're in here and you're shooting around, right, you can choose your slider presets. Now, I don't see just shooting by yourself, but maybe it'll just continue on. Maybe 2K didn't think of it, but it would be a good thing to have or to do. 6'6", 2-way, 3-level scoring threat, max weight and wingspan, 90 speed, 85 agility, and 91 strength. Jesus Christ. What is going on? Oh my God. I mean, this motherfucker can't dribble, but to be able to play defense like that, to be able to stand and dunk, yeah, man, this shit looking crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. This shit looking crazy. He ain't got no pass accuracy, but this shit looking crazy. I wouldn't. To me, I feel like this is kind of useless. To be 6'6" and to have your strength that high, why do you need it that high? You could literally take this down and get. I mean, from looking at this, y'all. From looking at this, I'm telling you right now, it's looking like I'm gonna be able to do 85 perimeter, 85 steal. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. I'm not gonna start there, but that's what it's looking like. And for me, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a type of person. I'll learn how to play defense with a 74 steal and come out here with with a 74 perimeter and come out here with an 85 steal and be cooking. Cause I'm gonna play positional defense anyway. And once you use up 2 of them bumps, we're out of there. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Um, so that's that. Some of these bills looking good. I don't know why people keep going back to this. Maybe we'll get this back in some iteration. It would be cool, but you never know with fucking 2K, man. You just never know. Badge requirements. The NBA Rec. This is the thing, right? Even though I enjoyed this Rec Center 2, this was literally my favorite 2K ever. But this is the thing, guys. You would have to wait 30 minutes for a game on these dots. You had to wait 30 minutes for a game on these dots. And then if you waited 30 minutes on the dots, guess what? What end up happening? If the team on the court saw you and you looked sweaty to them, they would step off and then you wouldn't have a game. So that's why we're in matchmaking now. Do I miss being able to come in here with my own clothes on and shit like that? Yeah. But it would be nice to be able to just pick and collaborate on clothes because that shit was hard. Like before the game would start, everybody would be like, oh, we'll do this, get this clothes or get the Denver Nuggets and blah, 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 whatever it is. And we all going to do Denver Nuggets, but we're going to do no shirts or whatever it is. We're going to do skins and we're going to all do like a headband or whatever. That shit was fire. But it'd be hard to come back. These are some Anthony Edwards animations. That's physical finisher. Physical finisher and what's that? Strong handle. That's the two of those mixed together. Trying to tell you. Why is this shit taking so long to load? What the hell? Anthony Edwards. I've been hearing this rumor that Kobe may not be in the game this year. I'm probably gonna end up using Anthony Edwards jumper. That sucks. Cause I think it's some sort of rights permission or some shit like that, and that really sucks. But might end up using Anthony Edwards this year. I mean, look at that. That bitch clean. That bitch, look at that. You ain't getting to that, boy. You're not getting to that ball. Caitlin Clark got a fire ass jumper too. If you didn't know, I ain't gonna lie, man. Parking stage demon build for UPG. See, that's what I'm saying. Look at this. 74 perimeter. Now, the problem is why do you need that 74 perimeter if you ain't gonna be able to have no on-ball menace? What are you getting with this? Kind of silly. You might as well not have it at all. Just put your steal up. Just pray for the best. 6'2", 95 ball handle. I mean, a 90 driving dunk. This motherfucker here gonna be going crazy. This motherfucker enhance the ability to drive by the defenders, making it easier to get to the rim. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. Oh, we about to have some fun, boy. We about to have some fun. We ain't worried about no shot meter shit. We won't shoot with no shot meters anyway. I might go to Kang Doom's shit. Cause this nigga, he actually made some decent builds. Now this is a build I think some people should make. If you're gonna make a center, bro, come on now. Like, this is decent. You're a center and you got an 87 mid and an 83 3-point shot. This is nice. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is nice. 90 standing dunk. Post control 61. And to me, if you got a 61 and you can't get down, look at this rebounding. Look at this block. This is good. This is a good build. You could play with this build probably all year. With this build. 6'7" shot creating. Perfect for ones. Left stick demons. Get pro contacts off one. See, this here I can't get up with though. This speed is not good. This is not good speed. Stand and dunk. I ain't playing with that shit. The shooting is way too high. 88 ball handle. I mean, I don't know. And then 80 speed with ball Y. It's a PG, but yeah, maybe making what's the name? I do not think that in terms of affiliations. I know y'all can't hear this or whatever it is because I'm not playing it. I do not think affiliations are back. Not the old school ones. I'm pretty sure that the only affiliations that are back are Elite and Rise. If you look at the pins and stuff that people got from Community Day, people are like, oh, they got these pins. Dude, y'all not realize that the pins are is literally, they're trying to tell you, hey, this is what we present to you for the game this year. So I wouldn't believe that shit. Yeah, I wouldn't believe it. Um, Look, man, we got park news coming tomorrow. I'll be reacting tomorrow night. Um, Make sure you turn on those notifications because we're gonna be breaking it down. I'm gonna help you save your money and make sure you get some more attention to this stuff because you do not want to be out here